when this sensor surrounding temperature will decrease until 34 degree, it will turn on again. Yes, it is now on. The temperature will increase again. 34.6, 7, 8, 34.9, 35. At 35, it disconnected. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Friends, welcome back to my channel. I purchased this W1209 Digital thermostat temperature controller from Draz online shopping Pakistan. With shipping charges, it is around $1 and some cent. 429 Pakistani rupees. 12 volt operated. Power supply required for this circuit is 12 volt, and it will control any heater, any load that is 220 volt operated or 110 volt operated. That means it is a thermostat. We will apply 12 volt at these two terminals, ground and positive 12 volt. K1 and K0, these 2 points are relay points, common and NO point, normally open points. When the temperature will reach at specific limit, certain limit that is adjusted from this control panel, it will turn on the load. We can use it for heat mode or we can use in cool mode. When we are using in heat operation, at that time it will control the temperature of any heater. It will control the power of any heater. We will set upper limit temperature and backlash temperature. So these two limits from here to here, it will turn on the heater to maintain the temperature within this window. Let's suppose 35 degree upper limit, backlash temperature 2 degrees, 35 minus 2 degrees, 33. At 33 it will turn on the heater and it will reach up to 35. First I will power it on and then we will connect load. Unluckily I watched a video from a creator, from a YouTuber. Really that video disappointed me. I don't want to share his video link or his channel name, but that video really disappointed me, that he is sharing any information without understanding what he is saying, what he is explaining. Now we will program this controller for heater operation. We will apply ground here, positive 12 volt here to turn on this module. Here is temperature sensor probe. 3 buttons are here, set, plus, minus. This set button to enter into the setting and plus and minus to adjust the reading, different values. First I will explain the parameters and we will set parameters and then we will control the load. If I will press set button, there is a flashing indication that is 35. It is trigger temperature. We will set this temperature for our requirement. If we are using at heater mode, for example, I want to obtain maximum 35 degrees, 36, 37, whatsoever. 35 degrees Celsius. Then we will adjust mode. Which mode we are using? To select the mode, I will press this set button, P0. Press setting button. Here is H. Press plus button, C. Plus button again, H, heat, cool. Which mode we need? Now we need H, heat mode. We can press plus button or minus button to toggle the values. Here H, press set button. The default setting is C. Here is default setting. Now we adjusted it for our requirement heat mode. Go to the setting again, then there is P1. When we enter in setting, plus button, P1, it is backlash temperature. This is upper limit 35 degree, that is cutoff point. When heater will turn off at this temperature, how much margin we will allow? Let's suppose we want to maintain the temperature between 35 degree and lower limit 34 degree. If we are using for any hatchery, for any incubator, we will set it a limit, allowed limit. What is the specified limit? What is the allowed temperature limit? Let's suppose 35 to 34 degree, that is 1 degree setting. In P1 mode, we can set from 0.1 degrees to 15 degrees. The default setting is 2 degrees. If we will set 0.1, that time it will maintain the temperature between 35 and 34.9, because 35 minus backlash temperature. If we want to set it between 35 and 34, we will set 1 degrees. Let's enter into P1 mode. P0, P1, enter. Here is 0.5. I will increase to 1. Set. Value is stored now. I set 1 degree Celsius. Now we will control the temperature between these two values. Then upper limit, the maximum limit, P2. The maximum temperature that can be controlled up to 110 degrees centigrade. The default setting is also 110 degrees. We can set this controller upper limit 110 degrees. Let's suppose we will limit its operation up to 40 degrees. At 40 degrees it will give 3 dashes. That the temperature is at ceiling limit. That is dangerous limit. That is upper limit, we can set it to that limit. Then lower limit, that is P3. That is minimum temperature, normally minus 50 degrees centigrade. We can set to any temperature which we want. That is borderline. Then P4. P4 is calibration. Let's suppose here it is showing 29.6 degrees. We have an external thermometer. That thermometer is reading 30 degrees. So there is 0.4 difference. That time we will enter into P4 mode and we can set minus 7 degrees centigrade to 7 degree plus. We can add correction in this thermometer. If it is reading minus, we will add plus. That time it will adjust its temperature to 30 degrees. Then P5. That option is for delay start. When upper limit minus backlash 34 degrees. When this condition will meet, how much time we will allow to delay to turn on the heater? That is from 0 to 10 minutes. The default setting is 0. Here is default setting 0. Then P6. That is alarm. On, off. The default setting is off. We can set any borderline. At that time it will give 3 dashes and it will indicate that the temperature is in any dangerous limit. Let's make setting this one. First set flashing 35, okay, 35 degree. We can increase the temperature with 0.1 degree centigrade increment, or we can decrease the temperature with 0.1 increment. 35 degrees. Set. Value is stored. Press set button again and keep pressed. P0. Press set button again. It is H. Now we are in heat mode. Press set button. Now P0. Set plus button. Now we are entered in P1 mode. Press 1 degree Celsius. Now this is the backlash temperature. Set button. Now plus P2 upper limit. Normally we don't need to set any upper limit or lower limit. P3 minus 50, no need to set any borderline. P4 calibration. Let's assume that this probe is reading accurate. If we are facing any problem, there is difference, we can add correction from here, plus or minus. Normally it is 0. Then P5 delay start. Set 0 from 0 to positive 10. How many minutes we want to produce a delay? We don't want to set a delay. Set P6. Set. Alarm is now off. If we want to set alarm, on. After on, it will enter into temperature. How much the top limit we want to set? We can say we don't want to set temperature, keep it off. Now leave it. It will store the value and it will now reach to this thermostat mode. This time it is showing the temperature here of this temperature sensor. Let's make wiring here now. Ground, positive 12 volt, relay. We want to connect heater here. (220 volt) AC. Neutral here, line will reach to one contact. After switching, it will reach to this heater. This time I will simulate this project with lamp. Here I am using 60 watt tungsten lamp. One wire is connected to neutral, this one, and we will connect second wire of the second end of the heater here. If you don't have good experience in electrical circuits, never do this experiment, because here we will deal with live voltage. And this is phase input, live input. Always take care for the safety. Line. After switching, this line will reach to the heater, and neutral is connected directly to the heater. We will place this sensor here. Now I will connect power. Now it is turned on, because this time the temperature is below 35 degrees. Now the temperature is increasing. When temperature will reach at 35 degrees, this limit, before this the temperature was about 28 degrees. Now when temperature will reach at 35 degrees, it will disconnect. 34.6, 34.8, 34.9, 35. At 35, it disconnected the heater. Now the heater is off. Now when this enclosure temperature will decrease, when this sensor surrounding temperature will decrease until 34 degree, it will turn on again. When the temperature will decrease back to 34 degrees centigrade, it will turn on the heater again. Yes, it is now on. Now the temperature will increase again. 34.6, 8, 34.9, 35. At 35 it disconnected. So it will control the heat in this box. In upcoming session we will program this module for cooling mode. If you want to control the temperature with 0.2 degrees margin, 34.8 to 35 degrees, press set button, go into P1, set, point to set. Now we adjusted this value to 0.2. When the temperature will reach at 34.8, it will turn on. 35 off. So now it will maintain the temperature within very close window. Yes. If you want to produce a large window, let's suppose 3 degrees, we want to turn it on between 32 and 35, set, enter to P1, set, we will set to 3. Now 35 minus 3, at 32 degrees it will turn on. Now the temperature is decreasing. Now I will bring slightly away from the lamp. Before this it was maintaining temperature between 34.8 to 35, but now between 32 and 35. So it will heat, so it will turn on the heater for a long time to maintain the temperature. Yes, now it is turned on. I hope this video is informative for you. If it is informative, give a thumb up. If you have any question, please write in the comments. Thanks for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.